Hello, this is Alechius, and welcome back to another episode of Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts, where we're back in the Naval Academy. Going to enforce the British rule. Objectives: build a modern British fleet and defeat a strong German naval force. Germany has prevailed in World War II and has ultimately conquered Europe. France remains a client state and contributes with her naval facilities in the construction of a new, more powerful German navy. Although weakened, Britain remains a potent naval force and aims to meet, engage, and decisively defeat the growing German fleet. With scarce resources, you are called to build the main force of your fleet, either focusing on battleships or by building more numerous advanced cruisers. Small cruisers and destroyers will supplement your attacking fleet. We get to build a battleship, battlecruiser, or heavy cruiser. We have $390 million to do it. We have to face 4 battleships, a battlecruiser, 8 heavy cruisers, and 15 destroyers, with, in addition to what we build, 3 heavy cruisers, 3 light cruisers, and 9 destroyers. We must sink 60% of the enemy fleet while keeping 45% of ours alive. 4, 5, 9, 13, 16, 28. So we need to take out 28, 14 plus 3, 17 ships. We don't need to touch the heavy ships if we don't want to. Now, we have a few choices. We can go with a modern battleship. We could also do something like the Nelson. We could do a modernized Dreadnought. They'll be smaller, less guns, but they'll be cheaper. We'll be able to afford more of them. Could go for a battlecruiser of various kinds. Considering just the hull form, stability, and resistance. Oh no, the Dreadnought has better resistance, the battlecruiser has better floatability. Like, the battlecruiser is actually pretty tempting. Looking at the turning slowdown too. Like, that is not expensive. Might be between these two. I'm not against large cruisers either, because they are dirt cheap. But I don't think we can really... How high does the armor get on these? Oh, heavy enough. We could actually do heavy. Oh my gosh. That is amazing. That makes it tempting to go with this cheaper modernized battlecruiser. Something that can carry the heavier guns. Maybe. Let's see where we land on it. I will stipulate a minimum of 32 knots. Let's get... Oil is just expensive. We use oil 3. We used gear turbines to start. We may move on to diesel. Actually, let's just start with diesel. I know what that's going to do though. That's going to lead to me just not even bothering to... If I plan for gear turbines and I have the space to move to diesel or the cash, that's great. Going from diesel when I've already min-maxed everything and I need to find weight somewhere. That's hard. Tower choices, which that's the other thing that you don't get with the hulls, is if you look at it, what tower choices do you get with each of them? In fact, let's look real quick. Advanced Tower 3 and 4. Advanced Tower 1 and 2. go with 60, 43, 65 for the first three stats. 60, 43, forget what the long range accuracy boost was. Like, it's significant. It makes a difference. Get the tower in there. I do want 2 turrets up forward. Oh, what caliber? Wow, 18-inch Mark IIIs. Those would be amazing. Mark 5 15-inch. Also amazing. See a pretty significant drop in penetration as we move down from the 15-inch. 16-inch is a marginal improvement. A lot more damage, of course. Much bigger shells. Same with the 17-inch, and then the 18 is a significant improvement. It does staggering amounts of damage. I think 15-inch is the way to go. That's what I'm going to do. Let's see if we can get that. Oh, we could even do quads. I don't want that accuracy penalty though. I gotta take the accuracy penalty from the triples. Let's move this back some. And we stick a standard barbette here and stick a secondary on it. We sure can. Short one will not do super fire. Yeah. So let's get our standard barbette. We'll stick it there. We'll snug the superstructure up against it. Then we'll finally get to the secondary tower. Looks like we have compact and advanced versions. Compact one is 60-ish% of the weight. How big is it? Oh my good grief. That is gigantic. I guess it depends on what we want to have on the rear deck, whether we want a single or 2 turrets. I think a single heavy turret will be just fine. And we'll use that space to handle a secondary of some kind. Such as do I really want that? That seems a bit silly. Just thinking of secondaries back here. Let's plop an 8-inch there. That'll be our forward and aft secondary heavy armament. We'll get our 15-inch rear turret. That should help offset things. There's so much room, we can actually snug this back, which I do want to do. Yes, the arcs are not great, but that is fine by me. Alright, we're at a point we can fill out the rest of these. Max them out. Extra shell damage. And penetration. Slower shells. Greater chance of explosion. I'll do it. Do we just want pure damage at this point? It's a tough choice sometimes. I think Cordite 2, we still get a significant bonus to shell damage, while not taking too much of a hit from shell penetration. We do lose range. Okay with that. It's a compromise solution. And we'll do long range accuracy, max sonar, advanced radio, Gen 2 radar. Funnels. We'll put one for now. And wait. Now, other 8-inch turrets we might be able to fit. If I want to do them like that, we can. That's kind of weird though. Could do that. Super firing. I said I was trying to avoid, but really not too bad. Doesn't hurt arcs much. Is the short barbette good enough? How about that? Does interfere with the barrels? That still interferes. Oh, just a little bit further back. And we could actually stack a third one. It would not be able to shoot over. Oh, it's blocked. Is it worth trying to squeeze something onto there? No, I don't think it is, and it's fine anyways. Sevens, I don't think I'm going to be able to fit anywhere, and is only marginal to the eights. Sixes I was looking forward to, and they do indeed fit. Ooh. Can actually fit them. So super firing sixes on the sides, super firing eights. There are no hard points for fives. Fours there are. Good, but the fours are not too useful. And they do have decent arcs for where they are now, so I might just leave it at that. and not overdo the secondary battery. We will get the 2-inchers in there. Interesting positioning for that one. It doesn't like that at all. Maybe just single barrel version? Well, it really doesn't like those. Interesting. So it does not fit. Curious if those ones do. It's not a big loss. Just, oh right, we did that with the other ship. These ones have no arc. We can lose them. Yeah, there's just no arc for any gun in that position. Regardless. Yeah. They say poor arcs on these. I disagree. Looks like it sorted itself out. One more check on these ones. Does not like that. Okay. That seems to be the gun armament. Torpedo launchers. Put some triples over here maybe. We'll take a look. Oxygen. Would we want max size? Yeah, a lot more damage, a lot more range. So 22 kilometers seems reasonable. Those launchers do interfere with the turret. Can we fit? No, there's nothing to fit in there. It does block directly firing forward with the 6-inch. Significantly impacts the 8-inch side firing. Not having an easy time with this one. We may just stick some triples back here. It doesn't interfere too badly with the rear turret. Still at least semi-realistic for range. Wow. We're just using... Oh, because it's diesel. So yeah, the engine efficiency is going to be reasonable. The cost, we're going to have 3 of these, roughly. That is okay by me. And stick a second funnel right there. And can we stick a 2-inch on there? Still freaks out. Okay. It just does not like those ones. So this is an interesting design. I was not expecting to go this route. And we haven't done the armor yet. We're short on weight. We have 3 triple turrets. We have a heavy 8-inch battery. We have a good 6-inch battery. We have a 4-inch, 2-inch battery. Every 2 inches. What to sacrifice though? I don't really want to go down. But we could save a bit. by using a split battery and having like a 12-inch triple here. Kinda awkward though, I might as well just delete that turret. Move this turret a little bit forward. Maybe a little bit more. Hurts the arc a little bit, looks a little better. Can we go between... There we go. So it'll just be a 2-turret battle cruiser. We lose the anti-torpedo protection, which is always a ton of weight. We want to keep the resistance. We keep the bulkheads. Let me max that out for a change. I want to keep the barbettes. I want to get rid of those. I don't want to upgrade reloading or hydraulics. That hull weight. I hate that the turret traverse and gun aiming take such big hits now. They've really made that a tougher choice with the rebalancing on those. We'll go with autoloaders though. We'll see how it works out. Turret traverse is down 25%. If we were to reverse that with electrical, which would increase hull weight, we at least mitigate it with advanced hydraulic. I don't want the electrical would completely reverse it, but adds flash fire chance and the hull weight, which I kind of want to avoid. So let's see. We're never going to armor ourselves against this. It's not as bad as I thought it would be. Maybe a 5-inch deck. 24 for the conning tower and the turret. We'll do 5 on top, 2 for the secondaries. We have plenty of space left. We can do... That's going to be way too much. Do 4 and 16, which is a lot. Do we sacrifice the extended? Do something like this. Go completely all or nothing, I think is a mistake. If we go to 28 and 7, that puts us at the limit. Oh yeah, right there. Bring it down to normal bulkhead. 32, 32, 32, 8, 36, 36, 36. That is a ridiculous belt. Actually at 32 we'll stop there, but we will keep going up on the deck. Let's go to 10, 9. Going for an all or nothing armor scheme. Ooh, the turret tops, forgot about that. Those. Track that out of the deck. Perfect. Add a little bit to the turrets. Okay, I'm comfortable with that. I think this is kind of a little bit of a crazy design. Not as fast as I would like. But I do like what it seems to be capable of. It's heavily armored, which is what I wanted. More so than what the heavy cruisers can do, but the heavy cruisers would have been armored enough as is. Kind of underarmed, but there's 3 of them. In the heavy secondaries, they should make short work of the support ships for the enemy fleet. At least that's the intention and the thought and the plan. And here we are, into the battle. Heavy cruisers. Let's set you to follow. Light cruisers to follow them. Heavy cruisers have torpedoes. Be cautious with those, please. Are set to follow. Save. Normal. Follow them. Save. Normal. Follow them. There we go. We know the enemy is over this way. Oh, an all-forward armament ship, also with 2 turrets in triple configuration. Are they all like this? No, they are different kinds of battleships. Looks like 2 designs, but I think it's 3, but it was 1, 2, 1. And yes, this one has 4 turrets. These 2 have 5 main turrets. No, they have 2 of the 4 turrets. That's the aberration. Question is, what speed? 28, I think. That'll be reasonable. We're spaced out a little bit, but that's okay. Speed it up. And maybe times 5 for... We are shooting at each other. What are they shooting? Oh, I don't know. Let me keep shifting targets. Not sure I want them to do. We'll save ammo, we'll turn into them. We'll go back to flank speed. As much as we can with a normal spread. Well, we could go to a loose formation and increase speed to maximum. We'll go ahead and do that to start. How far away are we? 20 kilometers. Deck, we do want to get closer. There's the 8-inch opening up. That was a 17-inch stern belt extended penetration. Looks like we're facing 14, 16, and 17-inch guns. Down to 15 kilometers on the light ships. Oh, let's bring the formation close together again. Slow it down. I like the performance of the armor. It's not doing so well. Might not like this all or nothing. Which I know we've done tests in the past. Ooh, that looks like it's actually a heavy cruiser. So let's go ahead, pick the mains and the secondaries. Then I'll turn them. Good accuracy for this range. Alright, 2 hits. Positively identified as a heavy cruiser. Taking heavy damage now. Flooding quite significantly. Closer look if we can. 15-inch. And multiple penetrations. And they are down. Looks like resistance is stepping back in formation. Ooh, wow. So we hit... Wow, that was fast. EDV-1. The battlecruiser, Prince Adalbert. Very minimal armor. Let's get the mains on that one. But we do have the heavy cruiser. Let's go after that. Primaries and secondaries. Plenty of reloads on the torpedo, so I don't mind them seemingly using them up. Let's get broadside. 12 kilometers from the heavy cruisers. That is more than close enough. There goes another launch of torpedoes. Formation is staying nice and steady. Okay, we got a hit. There's another hit. Both in the stern. Oh yeah, from last time. Like, why am I not getting as much information? Both 15-inch penetrations. Oof. Sequence of hits for us. Let's take evasive action, shake their aim. There we go. Sitting at 13 kilometers now. Let's have the torpedoes go after the bottom. Incoming torpedoes. And continue our evasive action. I have a feeling that he's being a lot too aggressive. And we just don't have the armor. 8 taking those big hits on the... destroying the front and back of the ship. Because that hurts our accuracy quite significantly. Damage instability. That's huge. This heavy cruiser is at 12.5. This one is at 13. We are 17 from the enemy fleet, the heavy ships. You can see torpedoes. 7.5. Let's shift the secondaries to that destroyer and take it out. Keep the primaries on the heavy cruiser. We want to finish off the York, if we can. That destroyer is going to be done here soon. There we go. 15-inch hit on the destroyer. Not sure which ship that was, but it'll take care of it. There are the torpedoes. And we'll go back to broadside. The other destroyers, I think we'll let the secondaries do their thing. And they'll automatically target those destroyers. So far doing a good job of dodging torpedoes. Ooh, slideshow. What just happened? And why did you do that? Get back into the formation you're supposed to be in. Alright, looks like Indomitable is the head of the formation now. We still have the torpedoes set for the correct target. What is the range? 20 kilometers, it's a bit much. They're targeting the York, excellent. And I think with the way damage propagates, prevent invulnerable ships that are 90% damaged. Like the all or nothing armor plan doesn't work nearly as well as it used to. And I didn't like it in the old place because of the malices you take due to damage. Wowzers. Minotaur's getting torn up. Don't think they're gonna make it. At this point, let's get the... What are you guys doing? Get the heavy cruisers to head off for the enemy destroyers. Like we're all by ourselves out here. Prince Albert, what happened to the York? Okay. I am fine with that. Alright, we lost the Minotaur. Unfortunate. Get the torpedoes and the mains on the Prince Adalbert. Make take our evasive turn. And continue closing on the Adalbert. Other battleships. Lucian has engine damage. We get a reload of torpedoes. We'll try for her. Okay, why don't we reverse direction? We'll see if we can get the port side launchers to launch on them. That and tighten up our formation some, if that's even possible with how scattered everyone is right now. Alright, let's put you into a loose formation. Go that way. Max speed. Loose, max speed. Destroyers will stay with the light cruisers. Back to the Indomitable. Down her launch. We'll now reverse direction again. Prince Adalbert going down. Flooding, not as in going down, sinking. A lot of ships out here. Down to 8 kilometers, Prince Adalbert. The torpedoes, let's try the next round with, that's a destroyer, Bismarck. Outstanding. Alright, more engine damage to Prince Adalbert. Maximum 13.5 inches of armor, 17.5, 20. Ooh. Oh boy. I see the torpedoes now. We're gonna take 2 to 3. 1, 2, 3. That's certainly gonna leave a mark. Adalbert goes down. I think we should switch back to New York if we can see them. There they are. Mains are shifted. Kilometers to the heavy cruisers. Let's check on our own heavy cruisers. Slowly closing in. Light cruisers. More rapidly closing in. And our destroyers that are... I don't know. I don't know what any of you people are doing. Why do we even have formations if you guys are just doing... Detach the resistance. Indomitable, not doing so well. the V-15. Now, I don't think we're going to keep the Indomitable. Too much weapon damage. She's holding steady at 1%. Oh, flooding. She's done. Try to bring the resistance around. Alright, let's sort this out. You guys as well. You guys as well. Nobody's gonna be following anybody. All you do is run into each other and get lost. Do a hard turn with the light cruiser. Suicide for the heavy cruisers, but that's fine. Light cruisers do not have torpedoes. You could have just kept turning. Would have been fine. No, you gotta T-bone them. The destroyers will aim for normal use of torpedoes. There's the resistance. Back to Andromeda. Really, you're launching torpedoes at a destroyer that's 14 kilometers away. What a waste. I did set them to aggressive. Couldn't have really done that. Oh, there's the flooding instantly from 16-inch guns. Yeah, that'll do it. I think this one's kind of over, and I don't want to belabor the point. We haven't lost, though. Only lost 2 ships out of 3, 6, 9, 18. 2 ships out of 18. We've lost a few more. If we focus on the light ships, we can actually do this. With 4 battleships shooting at all of our... Oh, nice. That destroyer's done. With 4 battleships shooting at our heavy cruisers, I don't think they'll last very long. Put a little bit of a maneuver in there. Checking on our destroyers. All at 34 knots. Can they do more? Distance is doing 18 knots. Kilometers. 13. Let's get you focused. Light cruisers will take out that one. Heavy cruisers need to be focusing on the tail end of the main fleet. Hey, lucky hits already. E5 may go down quickly. Alright, let's see if we can thread this. Looks good. I'm closing into a really close range. Knife fighting range for modern ships. Being within 5 kilometers like that. It's 5, right? Yeah. Clear the guns. They are maneuvering, and I don't know if they have port and starboard torpedoes. We're going to avoid that. Clear our guns to the other side. We cause a pause in the action. There we go. Back on target. And down. And so is that one. Check on the heavy cruisers. Kilometer is in good shape. Focus on the York. Light cruisers will catch up and take on the enemy destroyers. Get our own destroyers going after the heavy ships. One, two, three, 4 destroyers that I can see. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 heavy, 6 heavy cruisers. 7 total. Another destroyer. Kilometers. Check on the light cruisers. These destroyers shouldn't be a big deal. These ones are a little bit. What kind of torpedoes are they using? 14 kilometers. 14 kilometers. 20 kilometers. And those ones a little bit further forward. Kilometers for those. We'll have the secondaries go after the destroyers. Angle out a little bit further. Got plenty of 8-inch gun ammo. And keeping this fight as long as we can survive. How is the ammunition on the battleships? Plenty. Not so much. below with a couple of them. They'll continue to be a threat. Looks like Andromeda's going to fall back. We're now leading with Kent. Do a little bit of a turn. We're sitting at 13 kilometers. Do we want to launch torpedoes, heavy cruiser? The answer is yes. Ooh, Andromeda down. "16-inch and 17-inch mid and stern deck penetrations. That'll ruin your day real quick." Turn them that way. The attempt. Close. Princess Wilhelm. We'll drop some smoke. Check on the light cruisers. Closing in. Heavy cruisers also. Okay, we have a launch of torpedoes. We're now 15 kilometers. Baden, Wetton, Bismarck has all of the ammunition. Let's close in. Meanwhile, these ones will obliquely get off in that direction. Where are those? In between. Okay, no big deal. Focusing on the Bismarck. The heavy cruisers. Shooting at. Trying for the York. Yeah, that's fine. "12 kilometers. Kilometers. Pop smoke. Ooh, a lot of destroyers that way. Let's turn around. Light cruisers. Keep going. Heavy cruisers. Going after. Lost the tactician. Not a surprise. There we go. Torpedo avoidance. Now we're on the mandate. Pause. Where are these torpedoes? Okay, there they are. Got it. We're fine. These are the 20-kilometer torpedoes. See if they'll go ahead and launch. They did. First direction. heavies, which just took torpedoes. And cruisers also closing in at the Cossack. Let's pull you out. Y'all are closing in. Are you? Take the Cossack. Detach. Too late. Losing ships. Oh yeah, where is our battle cruiser? Limping along. Heavy cruisers closing in 10 kilometers. Let's focus on the Scharnhorst. Light cruiser. Pulse is definitely taking some damage. I don't want to leave the engagement envelope. Thank you. Oh, that's unfortunate. Button. See if we can. Nope. Nope. Already gone. Moving away. And then pop smoke as well. It's looking bad now. They have 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 ships left. 18. Trying to remember how many they started with. It certainly whittled down their numbers some. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 out of 18 originally. Alright, you guys should head off. We'll keep you alive as long as we can. We'll try to catch up. Resistance is doing her thing. Heavy cruisers are doing theirs. Oh. Kent is in bad shape. Division 7 is the retreat squadron. Light cruisers being chewed up by the heavy cruisers. Mischief is closing in. Boatery. Get your torpedoes on Bismarck. Pull your broadside. They're out at 12 kilometers. We should get a launch. There they are. We'll reverse position. Seymour has a long way to go. There's Mischief. Bring you up this way. Kent is down. It's looking bleak at this point. I don't think we can finish this scenario. Want to go ahead and accelerate? Wow, positive environmentals. That's unusual. Stonehenge doing her own launch. Oh, that's going to be bad. You can do it right in front of that torpedo. Mischief torpedoes, 14-kilometer range. I need to close in. Rotary, we'll have you focus on Aiden. Back to Mischief. Hollis is sinking. Aggressive with torpedo launching. Focus on the Schlesien. Excellent. Back to the Votary. Down to 5.6 kilometers. Now following Stonehenge. Let's get broadside. They should launch the rear one. Mischief is down. Leaves us with Paragon. Votary's down. We're losing ships left and right. I think it's over. We're doomed. Theseus is definitely... Oh, wrong way to turn. Oh, it's going to be bad. Well, looks like we avoided the torpedo barrage. Continue that turn into the retreat. Timor's got a long way to go. Paragon is still trying. Close in. We got one of theirs. We lost one of ours. That should be over as a fail. So with that, we have failed to enforce the British rule. I have my ideas on how to rectify and fix that. Don't go for all or nothing. I just don't like it. The true all or nothing plan, especially with the new damage mechanics. I say new, it's been around for months. But I appreciate you all staying to the end. Please leave a comment, let me know what you think, and I will see you next time. Take care, everyone.